can extrapolate that particular idea and push it to the limit, to a point where a godly idea, a godlike idea will manifest itself in your own mind. So that is the conception of the ideal you. So human beings have this uncanny ability to extrapolate this beyond themselves to another realm, where a transcendent ideal embodies everything you would like to be. And if you do that same thing that you do to yourself, to every single human being is doing that particular same thing to themselves, then there is a particular link that it establishes itself across this particular framework of thought. And then at the end of the day, you find that this particular feeling of an extrapolated transcendent ideal, which originated from yourself, will ignite a feeling of reverence and worship. And the only way you can worship something really is if you conceptualize it as a personality rather than as a thing. Because if you want to worship something, you will expect that particular thing to respond to the worship. So a non-living thing will not have the ability to respond to a particular worship or to appreciate the reverence, let's say. So it will make sense that human beings, by this implication, will conceptualize God as a personal being that you can have a relationship with and communicate, and he can reply to you when you speak to him or her or they, however you want to think about it. Because this particular discussion is not a religious discussion. This is like a philosophical discussion that about the idea of God and the origin of belief in human beings. So I think the origin of belief for the transcendent beacon in human beings, which can be seen as the paragon of goodness as far as human beings are able to define or categorize. So that particular whole is something that human beings, so far so good, have not been able to dispense with, have not been able to dismiss the idea of God. That God-shaped whole, an idea to worship, to reverence something that is beyond you, starting from yourself. And human beings have the ability to extrapolate that particular idea to its limit until you begin to appreciate the idea of a transcendent ideal that is beyond the realm of your senses, and then God begins to manifest.